What's up, guys? You can call me Rafael or Rafa OutSystems, and I've been working with the amazing OutSystems low-code platform for almost 14 years. Currently, I'm one of the global OutSystems MVPs or most valuable professionals, and I'm here to share with you things I learned that can maybe allow you to achieve the great results that I achieved with this amazing technology. This is just a quick intro about this crazy guy that you can see here, but the main message here is that the OutSystems played an important role in my life, and I'm really looking forward to having you on board to have a similar journey too. Let's talk about what really matters. Please promise me that you watch the entire video. So let's talk about 7 reasons to fall in love or to adopt OutSystems as your low-code platform. If OutSystems is something new to you, let me share one big advice, okay? Start studying OutSystems. I'm not talking about something that maybe will be a trend or maybe will be the next boom. No, I'm talking about something that is happening right now. And you now watching this video have the opportunity to start this amazing journey too. I'm not different from you in any aspect. We are made from the same stuff, so there is no reason to do not start this journey with me. Gartner, Forrester, and other similar entities on which big corporations look to find trends and to define their digital transformation strategy are ranking and classifying OutSystems as one of the must-follow low-code platforms, and in most of the cases, the top one to be followed. Okay, I'm not an expert in all low-code platforms at all, but OutSystems is the one that I selected since 2006, and I keep moving forward and fast with this one. There are at least 3 things that I hope to maybe inspire you regarding transformation. I really want to open your eyes to use OutSystems as a tool to transform your professional life, to transform maybe your company, and maybe to transform the relationship between your IT department and your business areas. By professional life, I mean there are a lot of opportunities globally to work with OutSystems. Just using Brazil as a reference, at this point, I think we have less than 700 or 500 OutSystems developers in Brazil. Maybe you are asking yourself, so we don't have thousands and thousands of developers in big countries like Brazil because it is not that easy to learn, or it is because a very expensive computer is necessary to work with OutSystems, or it is because I can only get trained with very expensive training. No, no, and no, okay? And I'll prove to you what I'm mentioning here. By transforming your company, I mean probably the business requests to change applications or to create new ones are piling up, and you are there working extra hours, struggling to develop those features with the current technology that you have. So by changing the relationship between your IT department and your business areas, that if you start to deliver software fast, consistent, and robust, with high adoption levels, helping the business areas with a fast-paced time to market, the relation changes. And it changes dramatically. And it changes because now they see you as a partner, because now they can see IT and business very synchronized, increasing again the trust levels because you are helping them to differentiate your company from your competitors. When you don't have this agility in your house or in-house, this lack of agility very often leads to shadow IT, like having spreadsheets all over the place as a workaround of not having their software needs being implemented. Sometimes just because you didn't create 2 extra fields in one specific web screen, the end user, the key user, the business user will probably start a new spreadsheet to control that piece of information. Folks, these type of things happens all the time, and especially in large enterprises. A lot of spreadsheets all over the place to solve this type of gap between the speed of IT department and the speed of business areas. Okay, but what is this OutSystems low-code platform? The OutSystems platform removes complexity from the entire software development lifecycle. There are some public benchmarks and other made by real clients where we can find things like one OutSystems developer is equivalent to 4 to 7 .NET developers regarding productivity. We are not aiming here .NET developers at all. I'm just mentioning benchmark comparing productivity between OutSystems and non-low-code or traditional software development platforms that we have in the market. Simplifying the math here a little bit, something that you maybe will take 7 hours to develop in .NET, you will only need 1 hour to develop in OutSystems. And there's another great aspect. The evolution of a 1 year experienced OutSystems developer probably be huge when compared with another technology. And let me tell you another thing. I'm talking about evolution in technical terms and financial aspects too. So I hope you enjoyed the 7 topics that I'll share with you, and please make sure you go to outsystems.com and explore all the online information, case studies, demos, and a lot of great materials that they have there. So now let me share the 7 topics with you. Number 1, personal environment. Learn, code, love. OutSystems provides online or cloud-based personal environment, allowing anyone to explore and study their platform. Let me tell you, at zero cost, okay? You just need a regular computer, regular internet access, and the most expensive thing, your precious time. With a few clicks, you can get your personal environment up and running. By doing that, OutSystems will provide something like myname.outsystems.com. Then you just have to download the development environment or the IDE, which will be your tool to create your amazing applications with OutSystems. So, how fast will you will evolve with this technology? Depending on your previous software development experience, the chances are that you will be able to create cool stuff very fast, maybe with only 1 week hands-on training only. I'll probably share another video about the different OutSystems developer levels. Number 2, visual development. Probably I'll share with you a video with some advice on how to hire the right OutSystems developers, and one of the tips would be probably look for folks with a very visual approach or to elaborate ideas and to solving problems. I am a living example of this advice since I started my career as a graphic designer working with CorelDRAW, Photoshop, and only started to work with software development later with tools like Delphi, ESP.NET, and the classic ASP. Just to show you some examples on how visual the way we code on OutSystems is the way we code on OutSystems, let me share with you some OutSystems visual source code here. As you can see, everything is very visual, following a kind of a workflow that reflects the sequence of logic and the calculations that my code will run or will execute. So everything is very alike, very visual and very drag and drop oriented. When we jump to web interface or mobile interfaces, the interface that we see when we are developing or programming, in most of the cases, is very similar to the one that will be presented to the end user, and this happens because OutSystems cares a lot about the what you see is what you get thing. By combining my visual way of solving problems and organizing ideas with the OutSystems platform visual approach, definitely things started to evolve faster and faster, and it's up to you to follow this path too. Number 3, Artisans Forge and OutSystems UI. We just talked about the benefits of being very visual, so let me connect this topic with the components and accelerators that OutSystems and other developers provide to help you deliver amazing applications. Here we have 2 distinct areas, okay? The first one is the OutSystems Forge. Basically, the OutSystems Forge is a repository, or a place where you can find hundreds of reusable and customizable components created by OutSystems developers and some from the OutSystems team itself. Anyone can create and publish a component on Forge, and also anyone can help to improve and evolve the components even if they were developed by other developers. So the community aspect here is very present and very strong. Talking about community, around Forge ecosystem, you'll be able to find the OutSystems network, where you can find the ideas program, forums, online training, and a lot of cool and great materials about OutSystems. Number 2, OutSystems UI. Do you know that curse that was thrown on software developers that don't allow them to create beautiful interfaces and easy to use and intuitive interface? Well, the OutSystems UI framework was created to end this curse. Basically, this framework provides dozens of visual components to empower your applications by creating more fluid, consistent, and breathtaking interfaces. By combining these components, you will be able to address hundreds of different use cases and UI patterns. Number 4, real-time code check and impact analysis. Great! With OutSystems, you'll be able to code faster in a very visual and intuitive way, so logic, screens, and user interactions will be ready faster. Okay, but in the end of the day, I'm a human and I'm not flawless, so I'll probably create defect faster too, right? So just because we are constantly talking about very visual, and very fast, I want also to be alerted about possible errors in a very visual and very fast way too. No matter if we are talking about errors that I introduced in the application or errors caused by someone else from my team. Let me show you a few examples here. Here we can see this OutSystems code that is validated in terms of syntax, and now let me change the logic to create a breaking change. As you can see, the true change technology is warning me about the error and also blocking any attempt to commit or to publish this code to the server. But only syntax and breaking changes are covered? No. The true change technology will also provide some recommendations regarding performance, consistency, coherence, and code housekeeping. Let me show you an example here. By changing the size of or capacity of this column on the database in a database field from 100 shards to 200 shards, Service Studio is alerting you about a consistency issue because this input field here on the web screen is configured to only accept 100 shards, and I'll never be able to take advantage of the 200 shards capacity that I just changed. I just explored a few examples and use cases here, something that it is native from the platform. Number 5, build to change, build, learn, react, build again. For those who attended an OutSystems official bootcamp training, and I was a former OutSystems instructor, I remember one icebreaker exercise to encourage the attendees to be more open to fail fast but fail forward, with a fail forward in mind. And OutSystems has an amazing fit with this approach. I mean, with OutSystems you will be able to start everything in a very lean mode, incrementing your software along the way, but without risking too much, since their strong refactor capabilities will help you to put complexity only when it's needed. I mean, by pursuing an MVP approach, you will be able to show value fast to your key users, okay? And that doesn't mean that OutSystems only works for MVP or POC or projects, pilot projects. No. But in some cases, you can start to develop everything in a very monolithic way, so tables, screens, logic on the same place, evolving later to something more aligned with architectural principles like MVC or application layers, okay? This is another great subject to create a dedicated video, so stay tuned because I'll probably create one just focused on this area. Number 6, work from anywhere, connect, code, deploy. When we look back to 2001, when OutSystems was launched, they were definitely visionary because they started something very aligned with the cloud-based solutions and platforms that started to be launched only a few years ago. Although these cloud-based platforms benefits are something much broader One thing that I love is the fact that I can work from anywhere. With a few clicks, you download the development environment, which is a kind of an IDE, then provide the address and credentials to connect with your desired server, and voila. Obviously, we have some extra layers between you and the server, like VPNs, especially when we are talking about enterprise clients. But indeed, it's very easy to connect and to start to work. One more thing, maybe the best one. Do you know that I need a local environment to start coding, or I need a virtual machine to start my project? Well, with OutSystems, there is no need. This is the type of complexity that OutSystems removes, especially when you are just starting the project. Number 7. Automated deployment and low or no contact with the servers. Do you know that typical task? Let me prepare the SQL Server scripts to create all the database tables, then I can start to develop my application. Then you have to send to the DBA, wait for them to create the objects, then only after that you will be able to start to develop your application. Or maybe a tremendous effort to prepare an installation plan, scripts to deploy, and etc. from your quality environment to your production environment, okay? With OutSystems, you have lifetime that helps to perform these tasks only with a few clicks. So it's not necessary to have credentials to have access to the front-end servers via remote desktop or FTP. No. Just to show you an example, I'm creating a database table on Service Studio, but there is no need to generate the script manually. I mean, by designing this table here on Service Studio in a very visual and intuitive way, just by performing one-click publish, which is a kind of a commit, the OutSystems platform will upload your visual code to the server and then transform the visual code into an optimized .NET code, also creating the database table that I just defined. Okay? And the same applies when you are staging your applications from development to test to production. So dozens or hundreds of tasks are being automatically executed without any effort from your side as a developer. Wow, just shared a lot of things, but I know that this is only the tip of the iceberg, okay? As I mentioned, OutSystems removes a lot of complexity from the entire software development process, helping developers by removing tasks that can be automated. And with that, we can provide precious time to focus on innovation and differentiation. I took this rocket ship in 2006 and I don't regret at all. So if you want to join this rocket ship too and start your journey with OutSystems, follow me, please follow me on social networks, so Rafa OutSystems on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. And please share with your friends so that maybe you can be part of their transformation too. We have a lot of great things to share, and stay tuned. Big thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.